The Daily Wake Up. Visualize your future, behave in ways needed to create your future, execute your new behaviors to fulfill your mission. We are mission chasers.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is John Vickers, owner of Explosive Performance Academy and creator of the Courageous Men program. We help men like you become the most elite versions of themselves through fitness, faith, family, and finances. And this is the Daily Wake Up. So I've always looked at myself as a positive person. I always thought that if there was a glass, it was filled halfway, it was half full, not half empty. And then I had a call with a coach, and I'm telling him about my life and like where I'm at. And as I'm having this conversation with him, like I'm just thinking about all the bad things that have happened in my life and all the bad things that have gone on and like where I'm currently at and this feeling of being stuck, being in this hamster wheel of things just being the same and nothing changes. And I like as I sit here, I was this morning I was laying in bed and I'm thinking like, man, like I've always thought of myself as a positive person, and right now at this point I just feel like stuck. I feel like nothing has changed, and I've made changes in my life like over and over and over again. I've tried different things. I've worked with different coaches. I've done specific things to try to help improve. I've read book after book after book, and like it just kind of goes back to being the same type of stuff. And I know I'm not the only person that this has happened to, because I've talked to other men that have done the exact same thing, and they feel like they're just in this fucking hamster wheel of the same shit and nothing getting better. And as I'm talking to my coach, like I'm talking about that stuff, and then he goes to this next piece of the puzzle, and he's like, tell me about your paradise. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you actually want in life? And I want you to feel it. And I was actually kind of reluctant to tell him like what I truly wanted. Like, I didn't have permission to want what I wanted. And like as I'm talking to him, like I start out with the good stuff. And then as I'm speaking, I slowly transition to what I didn't want, what I currently am, and what I don't want to be happening in the future in my life. And like he pointed that out to me. And I'm like, you're right. Like I'm not talking to you about what I actually want in life. And this is something that has definitely held me back from achieving the things that I truly want to achieve, because I continue to go back to the negative side of things and where I'm currently at, rather than materializing the future of what I truly want and being the person that I want to be. And it's crazy because I've always thought of myself as a positive person. But then as I was sitting down and talking to him, I had this feeling that there's this black cloud over me, this cloud of negativity, and it fucking sucks, because the same black cloud happens. Like, I might have a day full of just relaxing and not really doing a whole lot of work when Megan's working and the kids are home. And then all of a sudden everybody comes home and I'm negative as fuck. Like, I start telling the kids, start directing the kids to go do this and that and get this done. And then they'll start singing and I'll get frustrated with it and tell them to stop. And like, it'll just turn into this negative arena. And it's all because of me and like where I'm at in my own fucking head. And like, guys, I know, like, I'm not the only one. You might not be feeling it, but somebody else might be feeling it. And it's fucking weird. It's weird because when you see me, like, I'm typically a pretty happy person. I'll have a good conversation with you, tell you things are good, but I'm fucking lying, because deep down inside, like, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good about myself. I'm not feeling good about where I'm at. I'm not feeling good about some of my relationships. Like, it's just fucking wild, because I like feel like I have to get somebody's permission to actually feel the way that I truly feel. Like, I can't fucking be the real me. Like, I just feel stuck as fuck. And it's crazy because I was able to tell him that stuff. Like, as a man, if we're not leading from our heart, from where we're currently fucking at, and we're not able to change how we feel on the inside, we're not going to achieve what we want to fucking achieve. We're always going to be stuck. We're always going to be in this negativity. Because my coach even asked me, like, what was my parents' thought around money? Because money is one thing. Like, I've told you guys about where I'm at and things that have happened in my life when it pertains to money. And he asked me, like, what were your parents' thoughts about money? And I told him it was always save, save, save. It was always, oh, this person makes money, so they must be bad. They must have done something bad. So I've got this deep-seated programming that I can't make money inside of me. And it's fucking wild. Like, it's wild because I want to create freedom. I want to be free. I want to create freedom. I want to create money. I want to create a legacy for my family. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to do fun things and enjoy fun things. But I have this deep programming inside of me, and I'm not blaming my parents. They just did what they've learned and what they did. But I have this programming inside of me that I gotta fucking shake. And that's why I'm working with a coach. Sometimes, like, we just have to get out of our rut, or to get out of this up and down, this hamster wheel of life, where we make something happen and then we don't make something happen, and then we just repeat it over and over again, like the same type of things happening over and over again. Sometimes we need a coach there that's going to help push us and take us to this next level. And that's why I've hired this coach as a coach, because I need help getting out of this fucking hamster wheel in my life. And I see the same thing with fitness all the time. Like, we see guys that will get extra motivated and they'll start working out and they'll start eating what they think is healthy, and they'll cut their calories and cut out everything that they love, and then they'll lose all this weight, and then one day it just goes right back on because they went back to right where they were. It wasn't sustainable. They didn't know how to sustain what they were doing because it wasn't actually helpful for them. It was helpful for the time being, but at the end of the day, like, it wasn't helpful. because they're now bigger than they were before. And it's just this crazy cycle of the same thing happening over and over and over again. So I highly suggest hiring coaches, guys. Hiring a coach. And if you need a coach, I'm here for you. I have a whole lot of free resources for you and ways to connect with me in the descriptions. Go ahead and connect with me in the description. Grab the free Lean and Cut Men's Playbook. And I look forward to talking to you soon. If you need some help, I'm here to help guide you. Remember to chase your fucking mission. Talk to you tomorrow.